Clearinghouse solution, real-time payments, is going to use ISO 20022 message standards. It's going to be a full-function solution in terms of it has the capability to address multiple use cases, P2P, B2B, so on and so forth. This is a new rail. This is the first new payments rail in the United States in, probably about 30, 40 plus years. So it's a significant event. You look at the functionality that we're talking about, moving a payment from one consumer to another consumer, or from a business to a business transaction in a matter of 15 seconds. It sounds pretty simple and straightforward, but the work behind the scenes, the plumbing that needs to be built within the bank's infrastructures is pretty significant. JPMorgan is approaching this as we would any new product or service that we were developing. We develop products based upon customer requirements. So we have a view in terms of what we think our customer requirements would be around this. We reach out and engage with our customers and talk to them about the new rail and how they would like to be able to use that rail. For our larger corporate community, our customers, earlier this year was really the first time that they're hearing about it. It's almost like, okay, you've talked about it enough. We heard a little bit in the background that the industry was developing this new rail. Now we're entering 2017 and we're hearing that it's going to be reality this year. So now it's time to pay attention to it. Partnerships are very important. One of the primary goals of the Faster Payments Task Force is ubiquity of receipt by 2020, which to me means anybody in the United States who wants to make a faster payment to anyone else in the United States can make that payment. So we need to connect the entire community, and the U.S. market is broader and more diverse than other markets that have stood up faster payment systems, and we have to have reach to connect large banks right down to the smallest banks in the country. Cross-border real-time payments, fascinating topic. It's getting interest, and when I've talked about it with providers and market participants, the first reaction you get is, well, let us get our stake in the ground and let us develop our country infrastructure first. Some markets have already done that, others are in the process, including the U.S. So the initial reaction is, let us get this new channel going within our borders, so we would have a domestic real-time payment ecosystem. But everyone recognizes there is going to be interest in cross-border real-time payments or cross-border faster payments. I chair an ISO RMG work group that's focused on real-time payments cross-border, and we're looking at how different markets are using the ISO standards for real-time payments in the local markets. We're documenting the differences and creating guidelines and publishing those guidelines on the ISO website, so that when communities are ready to take that step and start to look at cross-border, there's already a body of work to help them do that. So I think it's going to be sooner than people think.